You know, that's an interesting concept, that whole investing. You know, when I was doing my second book, I met this printer and I said to him, you know what, I need my books, I need 1,000 copies. And he said, you know, well, this is how much it's going to cost. And I was like, you mean up front? He says, yeah. So I said, well, you know what, can we work something out? Because I don't have that amount of money to pay up front right now. And he says, well, okay, you know, here's the deal. What I can do is I'll just print them and then you can pay me whenever. So I told my brother this, and my brother was like, what does he want? And I said, nothing. My brother said, that can't be true. You know, who's going to run in a business and who's going to have you, you know, print these books for you and have you pay, trust you to pay at a later date? I said, well, that's what it is. He is just a good guy who says, you know what, this is my investment to you. Because business people, really, they don't do that. Most of them don't. Because I had gone online to look for quotes, and everybody was like, we need 55% up and front, and then you pay the rest. Well, I wasn't going to question it, but it kind of made me think. To me, I took it on face value that he was just a good guy. So you're saying that there's...
No, there is such thing as altruism. But to put it in a business context, as we put it in there, it's either an investment or a tax write-off. So some people do it because they get some sort of benefit from giving. Like the altruistic person, I feel good about giving. Or the person that's the empathetic, if I was in that position, I would want somebody to give to me. So there's still a payoff. And studies prove that most beneficial behavior as far as people giving to each other is done for selfish reasons. And most people who give for quote unquote, I just want to give reasons, are usually the people who stop giving. It's the people who give for selfish reasons that keep giving. So you got to look at it. One, do I care about the reason? And so in your case,
I just wanted my books.
You just wanted your books. And if you were in a situation where you knew that there was not going to be an uncomfortable situation where you're going to be forced to do something you don't want to, you're cool. So it could have been a tax write-off for him. It could have been either he liked the fact of giving, or he could have believed in what you were doing.
I think that was it, yeah.
But
it's interesting. My brother kind of was thinking something else. And so I mean, when we meet guys as single women, we meet guys, and guys, I read all this, and I'm going to ask them to show me the books, because I was looking at all these books. Everybody has something. There's a sister's rule, there is the rules, and then there's, you know, I mean, there's a book out there. There's, what's his name? Steve Harvey.
Right, he's got one.
Think like a man, act like a lady. You know. Everybody has something to say about it, but yet we all seem to be confused because people play these games, you know. What is it that we're looking for here? Where's that ideal, you know?
We're looking for a guarantee, and when dealing with human beings, there is no guarantee, and that's the problem. It's like looking for dry land in the middle of the ocean, but it's the ocean. Chance of you finding dry land is going to be, well, slim to none, and if you find it, it's going to be an island oasis. You'll be trapped on it. You really don't want to be there.
No, you say you're looking for a guarantee. Are you saying that men are looking for guarantees?
People. And that's the one thing, let's deal with this. Our nature as men and women are different based on our roles that we play. But there are certain things. Everybody has the same blood. You know, you can transplant my eyes in your eyes. We look for the same things. It's just that we look for it in different ways. Like, women look for, one of my mentors, and I think I said this on your last time I was on, one of my mentors who was a marriage counselor for 35 years said, men marry at the right time, women marry the right woman. So, when a woman meets the man that she thinks is it, she'll dedicate herself to that person. I'm gonna get you. If a man is with a woman who is everything he wants, but it's not the point in his life where he's ready to get in a relationship, he still won't get with her.
You know what? I've always been curious about that. How are they able to do that?
Because we are taught at a very early age to divorce our life from our emotions and our love, and to look at them pragmatically. So it's about a matter of deserving. And even on the continent, in some African cultures, you see the brothers with the earrings and the jewelry and stuff. And some brothers, I remember we were young when I was really getting the rights of pastor, we were talking about it. They're like, oh, that brother, he's not allowed to get those rings or that appearance until he's able to take care of his family. He only gets that when he's able to be a man. You know, I think you would be ostracized if you told the woman, listen, you're only entitled to your emotions once you reach a certain state. What? Next thing you know,
would
you are
work.
like the ogre of the world. But men, we believe that what we do and what we accomplish entitles us to what we get. So it's been times where I didn't get with a woman because like I don't deserve you. I'm not going to do you right. What you deserve, I'm not going to do. So you might say I'm the greatest guy, and eventually I'm going to be that guy. But I'm not here now. So if you come here, not only are you going to sell yourself short, you're going to be emotionally beat up when you leave. Because I'm not at this point where I will turn off what I'm doing to get with you, even though I know you might be worth it. Because it's not what I want to do at the time.
Let me ask the audience. I mean, have you come across guys like that? Or do they just take their pants off anyway? Because you're saying that, I mean, they know that they're not where, they can't give you what you need.
Yeah.
And they're saying, I'm sorry, I can't give you what you need right now. If you want to be here, it's going to be on you. But I'm letting you know that I'm not the person.
Yeah, but
Do you meet guys like that?
But understand, sex is like money. Nobody's turning it down except for a good reason. So just because I'm not where it's at, if I say, listen, I'm not what you need, and you take off your clothes and I'm attracted to you, a man can divorce what he's doing from that. Like, by me laying down with you, I'm not laying down a forever commitment or attaching us together. We are expressing our desire for one another. And when guys say, listen, I have sex with her, I make love to you, women think that is the biggest line of BS. But let me tell you something. Men are trained to divorce their emotions from their lives. And they are not lying. When I say that I've had sex with women who I didn't care if I talked to again, I am not joking. But I didn't lay down with them lying to them. In my mind, you said you like me. I said I like you. There's a physical attraction. There's nothing else. I'm not calling you tomorrow. But check this out. I never gave the impression that I would. I even
That's
told
key.
them.
That is key,
I
I
even
think.
told them, like, listen, this is a physical thing. I'm not interested in that. And at the point where the women will be like, well, I want to get with you now. I'm like, okay, you have to go. And like, how could you be so mean? I'm like, listen, I told you this from the giddy up. Trust me, I will tell you the truth in all things. But you have to be willing to accept the truth. And most men lie because women don't accept the truth. Most times, a lie will get over better than the truth.
That is tragic. That says something about us as women, that we're willing to hear what we want to hear in spite of the truth.
Prince Charming.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't even have to be Prince
Question.
Charming.
We have a
No,
question
but what
over
I'm saying
here.
is, it goes back to Prince Charming. And I will tell this to women who ever want to get married. A man will never be able to live up to your dreams. And if you compare him to your dreams, he will always lose.
That's big.
Now, I just wanted to comment on your question about, do women run into men who are willing to tell them that they're not ready to have a serious relationship? I don't know so much if they tell you that, but through their behavior is how they let you know. Ways like they may not call you back. They give you signals to just say, well, I'm really not interested in a relationship right now. I can be your friend, but I'm not interested in going further. So it's more through nonverbal signals than verbal.
Yeah,
that I
yeah,
found.
that's true. I agree. Deborah?
I heard someone say once that a woman without attention is like a man without a job. And we want that attention and they want that nurturing thing. And the way we feel without the attention is the same way they feel when they're not providing. But there's one thing I wanted to mention too about the damsel in distress that came to my head. That seems to be, and you're a man, you can kind of answer for maybe what you feel, is the damsel in distress, the distress part. They're into you while you're depending on them or distressed or, but once they get the degree or the doctorate or whatever, sometime the relationship change. So you're right, that utopia of the man in power and the woman in distress seems to be that perfect mix. But once one role change, it seems like it switches.
Well, the thing about it, one, is what gets you there will keep you there. So if I'm there because I'm saving you, once you're saved, what's my big thing? You know,
Exactly.
and the truth of the matter is,
That's where a lot of, exactly.
and the truth of the matter, if I'm busy saving you, what do I know of you?
Exactly.
And the
So
problem
that's
is,
what
a lot
caught
of
me
times,
when you said
a lot of times when brothers save somebody, they realize they don't like you after they saved you. Like, I should have saved somebody else.
Right.
You know?
Now you don't need me, and boom, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Exactly. You hit it.
understand, pressure creates things. So you can take enough pressure and enough time, you create diamonds. But if there's no pressure, all you got is charcoal. So sometimes understand that you have a diamond of a relationship because of the pressure. But once that pressure is gone, you realize it's like, yo, this is charcoal.